Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Government Operations and Fiscal Policy Committee meeting. Today, we are reviewing the spending affordability guidelines for the recommended FY 25 to 30 capital improvement programs and related CIP assumptions. The objective of this work session is to review those guidelines and make a recommendation to the full council. We know that I think from the packet, there's not much that has changed since the last time we reviewed them. So I'll quickly turn it over to staff to give their presentation, and then we'll make our recommendation to the full council.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Good afternoon. Yes, today is a follow-up session on spending affordability guidelines. As the county code requires, council has an opportunity to either reaffirm the previously approved guidelines or to amend them on the first Tuesday of February. So the committee today will have to make a decision as to whether to again reaffirm the previously approved guidelines or amend them. As you can see from the packet, there's no change in the debt capacity indicators that the committee last reviewed in September. Those indicators have not changed at all, and that's typically in the past only one or two indicators have changed. So based on that, staff is not recommending any change to the guidelines. We are recommending maintaining the $280 million per year of bond issuances, or $1.68 billion in total. The packet also and the same goes for park and planning bonds. It's $8 million a year or $48 million in total over the FY 25-30 period. The packet also goes into inflation rates that the county executive's recommended budget has assumed. As you can see on table 3 on page 4 of the packet, those rates have slightly been revised downwards in the earlier years of the CIP, with slight revisions upwards in FY 26. 25 and 26 have gone upwards and downwards in 27-28. Table 4 has some information on the executive's recommended capital set-asides for GO bonds. You'll see they've gone up to 8.3 billion. Oh, sorry, 8.3 billion. 150 million over the 6-year period, or 8.3% over the previously approved CIP. And finally, we talk about PAYGO because since it is bond-related, the executive has assumed a $20 million increase in PAYGO for FY 25, a total of $51.2 million versus the previously approved CIP, or $194 million in total over the 6-year period versus $185 over the previously approved CIP 6-year period. You'll have more information coming up in early February 8th, I believe, when we will get a more comprehensive macro CIP overview on other revenue sources as well as expenditures. But for today, again, staff's recommendation is to maintain the previously approved SAC guidelines.
Perfect. I'll turn it over to my colleagues, see if we have any questions on that. Seeing no questions, I do want to note that with the county executive, the increase in PAYGO, just to note, last year, that was something that this committee did recommend, and I'm glad to see it in the what the county executive has sent over to us, and we can decide as a council whether or not we'll make make adjustments to that this spring. But seeing no questions, excellent packet. I'll see if my colleagues would agree with sending a recommendation to the full council that we maintain the SAG guidelines at this point. All those in favor? All those are in favor. We recommend that. This is a quick meeting. I'll just note for folks who are watching, we needed to do this quick meeting because there's a point in time in which we need to do this to then recommend it for a vote for the council. So that is all the work we have scheduled today for the GO committee. And with that, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.